hesitation. There's no basic. I know these be hating, but that's what made me feel like in the real life, dripping on sauce in the good life. You shine, I shine, and ain't nobody gonna take mine. I just wanna be a boss. I will never ever fall.
And we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Green Bay Packers and the Minnesota Vikings. It's 3-0 versus 2-1, a good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. This is taken at his 4. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Second down, Cousins. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
Leave it, 48.
Cousins on first down. Over the middle here to Rudolph. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 more yards there and another first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
A first down throw for Cousins. Underneath here to Hill. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll be a second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Again, it's Cousins. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end there, Kyle Rudolph. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
On 3rd down, Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A first down for Minnesota. Cousins finding Thielen. On first down, Murray. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Cousins now on second down. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
Let's go.
On third down, Murray. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. That'll be good for 6, but now it's fourth down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The kick by Carlson is good. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
After the made field goal, Carlson now sets up to kick this away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up first and 10 at their 25-yard line. Snap comes at 1. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. Now the man from Utah, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
If you're the coaching staff upstairs, you might want to file that play away. Did you see how fast the safety closed on that one? Coming up and run support.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Everson Griffin in there to get him for a loss of 5.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on third. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long.
We are going. Yeah, Liz. Zoom.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. This will be fielded at the 17. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense.
Yeah,
run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 42. On 1st and 10, Cousins into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The tackle made there by Linval Joseph.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Hey, 626.
On play action, Rodgers. Now he's flushed out left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not.
The competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. How about 5 sacks last week? We just saw their first one of this game.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And now out comes Minnesota. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Leave it. Ring up 48.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Morgan. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. First down. Here's Cousins. He's going to air one out. That's going to be caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings get the quick strike touchdown. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 10-3. Carlson now to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
On play action, now Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. Touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams, his first touchdown on the year. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. Crosby on now to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he simply taking a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Let's go.
Here's Murray now as they run it to start the drive. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now a second down throw for Cousins. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Third and short yardage. Cousins. He's going to sling this deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. Cousins giving this Vikings offense a bit of a spark early on in his tenure in purple as his guys have it 1st and 10. A handoff. It's Murray. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Play action now. Cousins. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is up to 8. Carlson now to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Win 18. Zoom, zoom. Hey, check 26. Hey, check 26.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Hey, 88.
On play action, it's Rodgers. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Following the interception, Cousins. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Nick Perry. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. They'll run it now out of the gun. Even with that broken tackle, he'll be brought down short of the 15. 3 yards is the pickup, but it leaves them still needing 11 here on 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. They just do get the playoff. Now Cousins. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Nick Perry in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Carlson able to put this one through. And that will extend their lead even further. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards. They go play action here on 1st down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Daniil Hunter in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and all of a sudden here it's third down.
In today's NFL, when you get teams in long yardage situations with your defense, you're really going to go to your speed packages. You're going to get smaller, lighter guys on the field in order to cover the expected pass. So they might want to run the ball against a smaller, lighter lineup with your big guys, and that's exactly what happened on that play. It was tough on them, and now instead of being in third and very long, they ended up setting themselves up in third and manageable. They've got a chance at a first down.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. He'll find his man on the comeback route, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 15 yards through the air and a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. The give is to Jones. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Two minutes to play here in the first half. More from Minneapolis after this. Rodgers to throw on second down. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there getting him the first.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, and his first carry of the game right there, he had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. A first red zone opportunity now for the Packers. 1st and 10 right at the 20. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I like the call. Inside the red zone running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's in the cornerback position.
On second down, it's Jones. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. The Packers on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. The Packers on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
We are going. Jump out.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10.
Lucky 50. Black, black. Mike 50, Mike 50.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. That was 2nd down run for Murray. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. As they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Cousins from the gun on 3rd. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Here's Brad Wing now to punt it away on 4th down. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. A final shot before half for Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Anderson Dejo. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime here in Minnesota with the Vikings on top. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Again, it's Jones. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Flush to his right. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll punt it away for the second time. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Again, it's Murray. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Tenth carry of the game now. Murray gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. They'll try to throw now. Cousins. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, a 22.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
A 2nd down throw for Cousins. Going with a screen for Murray. Fighting through and he's got space. Murray has the first down and more. He's still fighting forward. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front, completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
Now a first down carry. It's Hill. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Jeremy Hill, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Buying time to his left. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
We are going.
Now a play fake here on first down. Flushed out right. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage.
Jumbo! Jim! Zoom.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Daniil Hunter. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long.
That's fine, yeah. Zoom. Yeah, Liz.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7, and that's going to make it 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Hey, check 26. Hey, check 26.
They do go for it. It's Rodgers. That's to his running back, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
Hey, where are going? Jumbo!
Now a play fake. Rodgers. Now look out. Rodgers lost the football. But it looked like a Packer. Yeah, a Packer was able to get this back, and they'll indeed keep possession.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
Zoom. Strong right. Jumbo.
Throwing now is Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Ben Gideon in there to record another sack. Their 6th of the afternoon. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Packers who have the football, but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Working from the gun. Rodgers escaping the pressure right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for Green Bay. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they had to go the length of the field last time out to get into the end zone. And with this starting field position, they're going to have to pretty much do it again.
And I think the thought process going into it is, hey, if you have to be methodical, go ahead and do that. But what you really want are a couple of big plays. Eat up chunks of yardage and cut down the number of times you have to snap the football.
And he'll take this one up to about the 13. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Black.
They go with Murray again. And some room to run now. And all the way down to the 29. A big run that time by Murray. Give him 58 yards on the ground.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. Hill, and he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Now a give. This is Murray. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
The Vikings on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll run here. It's Murray. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. A give to Jones. Room to run past midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Rodgers now on first down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 30. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. They begin the drive with a run by Murray. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Hey, we're good, we're good, we're good.
That's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Carries piling up. It's Murray again. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Murray. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And the play clock becoming an issue, so Mike Zimmer's forced to call a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. A run. It's Murray. And an alley to run. Oh, and now he pulls him over. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Yellow.
On 1st down, Hill, and he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one. Maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Minnesota, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they'll have another home date next week as the Detroit Lions come to town. Meanwhile, for the Packers, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they will get a home date next week against the Los Angeles Chargers. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.